Scorpio, welcome to your November 2022 general tarot reading. It's Raina here. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a tarot reading. I started doing, some end of the month tarot readings. I didn't get to all the signs because I got bogged down in personal readings. But yeah, so I just decided to cut to the chase, and since we're in the time for a new month cycle, to just go ahead and do the whole month of November. I do mid-month readings as well, so I'll probably continue with that. I found this book, this ebook that I'm going to look at, and it's all about these different, I think it's called something like 100 different tarot spreads or something, and that's kind of intriguing to me because I'd like to get ideas of like different themes to use. So anyway, happy birthday to those of you. We just got into this season of Scorpio, so that's why I'm picking you first for the reading. Okay, 2 cards. Wow. 2 good cards too. You've got a lot of major arcana cards, which isn't surprising synchronistically because this is your solar return period, so a lot may be going on. Actually, yeah. I'm putting these up a little bit more so we can see them. Yeah, cool. Cool beans. The heart of the matter is the Lover's card. This is a card that is relationship issues, lovers. Well, the reason I say lovers is because sometimes it's not a real relationship, it's an affair. But it's also a card about choice. And I see the Empress up there, so that can be love. So it might be something that is connected to choice regarding relationships, but I like to keep things kind of universal in case people are going through other things. In the past position, we have the 4 of Swords, taking a breather, maybe trying to sort things out in your head about something, or recuperating from something that's been very stressful, even like in terms of your body. And the higher message, the spiritual message, is the Empress. So this is all about the Earth Mother energy. So let me give you an example. If you are hot and heavy in an affair with someone, and it could be a situation like, is this really love? Do I really want to start a family with such a person? If you are older and that's not a concern of yours, I would say it's more like, do I really feel love for this person? Because if you have been, maybe you were in a long-term marriage and you're kind of like enjoying your freedom, the average Scorpio is not somebody that just is like frivolous about those kinds of things. You might get emotionally involved with even people that are affairs, but that other person might not see it the same way. In terms of choice with occupation, the Empress favors creative pursuits, because with the 4 of Swords, you may have been working very hard in some industry that simply kind of like drains you, or you're in a situation where you really are thinking about your life as a whole. And if you're somebody who has always wanted to do something, you think to yourself, I'm not getting any younger. I have to bring this out, kind of bring my baby out, because the Empress can be the pregnant woman. And and I have to bring this baby out into the world. And what is the thing that typically stops people from doing that? Well, here it is. This is the card that crosses you, the Five of Pentacles, lack consciousness, feeling like there's not enough money, I have to earn money. And of course we do, unless you have a trust fund, unless you have somebody who can support you. But even when you have somebody who, if you have a partner who is willing to pay all the bills, some people just, they can't handle that. And they just feel like if they're not earning money, there's something wrong, or it makes them anxious. And these are things to really consider in your mind, because I'm all about practicality. I'm not somebody who advocates that people do rash, crazy things. But by the same token, I believe that we came here to be creative. Children are creative. And some people think that they don't have any artistic talents, and maybe they really don't in the classic sense of the word, but they do have some ability to create something. Maybe it's creating your own business, and maybe it's not the thing that is the main source of your income, but it's something that can bring you immense pleasure and satisfaction, because it's yours. It's all yours. It's your baby. So never allow material resources to get in your way. Don't think that you have to have all this money to start your own business. I was just looking back, I started doing this like 7.5 years ago, and I don't know if they still have this, but my website company, it was free. Like if you didn't have a custom domain, you could have set up your own account and take orders, take payments, and it didn't cost a dime. And, the only thing is it wasn't a custom URL, but if you're online, it doesn't really matter if you provide a link, they can just click on the link. So, these kinds of things, when people are resourceful, they will understand that they have, it's kind of like, I was looking for the Magician card, because that's the card that really talks about you have everything that you need. And sometimes people see the glass half empty, and they just feel like there's nothing there for them. Same with love. I mean, if you're not with somebody who you really feel like pouring your energy into, and remember, it's all energy. So even sexual energy, I know that a lot of Scorpios take that very seriously, and you have to ask yourself, are you pouring all your time and energy into someone that is going to be kind of a fun experience, but not somebody that you should be expecting is going to commit to you. What's coming in is a Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card can be the chickens coming home to roost in some cases, like cause and effect. Even like a legal judgment in some cases, a literal judgment. It could be asking you to use your judgment. You might be feeling very kind of heady in a sense if you're in the throes of an affair and it feels so exciting or fresh, new. But don't lose your head. If this is financial, I mean, not financial, but like work related, which, yeah, I guess it's financial, but I didn't mean it like emphasizing the money. But if you have a decision to make about your career, exercise good judgment. Not just like, don't quit if you don't have any money in the bank, but also don't stay somewhere simply for the money. Also, the Empress card is a card of abundance. So I think as a spiritual message, it could be saying this is an abundant universe. Stop being so fear-based, overly cautious, if that's how you tend to be. But of course, it doesn't hurt to be grounded when you're making a decision about that affects your finances. But this is also a card of rebirth, and you are having your solar return. Oh, and there was that solar eclipse, right? And that was in Scorpio on the 25th. So I'm recording this a couple of days after. Am I? Yeah, is that a couple of days? Yeah, after that solar eclipse. And you might be sensing that you're going to have a very important year. That the next 12 months are going to be very eventful for you. And because the eclipse includes your opposite sign of Taurus, and that impacts the seventh house of committed partnership, it certainly could impact people who are Scorpios who are having relationships. And the outcome, two cards came out. One of them is the Fool card. This is 0 point. This is the very first card of the tarot, even before the Magician, which is very interesting since the Magician can be thought of as co-creation. Well, what is 0 point? Or what is 0? That is the unknown quantity. I think of that as the 12th house, where the womb of creation exists. So even before anything can be manifested on the physical level, things start in the immaterial in terms of ideas. And we have to have faith in unseen forces. That's actually the star card. I didn't get that one. But we have to, we can't be so earthbound that we can only believe in what is in front of our eyes. I remember the late Wayne Dyer, the modern spiritual teacher, or you could say pop psychologist initially, and he had a book called I'll See It When I Believe It, instead of I'll believe it when I see it. And that's kind of like flipping the script, where you envision something and it's not yet physical, but then it gets there, right? And so that is what you are called to do. And it's also how you are to conduct yourself, because you may be, this may suggest that you are on a new journey, Scorpio, a new path. And maybe it is because of that solar eclipse. And you have to be willing to walk it as a fixed sign, a fixed water sign, who may be very deeply entrenched in your own emotional reactions or even opinions on things. You may have a tendency to have very strong likes and dislikes. This is not uncommon for Scorpios. And yet you have to travel outside of your comfort zone. As a matter of fact, the South Node is in your sign. So operating outside of that comfort zone is very, very important, because the South Node is that comfort zone, that past karma, that you have already been there and done that, and you need to chart a new course, which is represented by the transiting North Node. So I picked another, well, these came out together, and we have the Sun card. Wow, this is really a card about love. With the Empress, it really emphasizes love, but also success, creativity, children. So there's these themes with the Empress and the Sun card of children, of abundance, health, what you would call wellness, or healing. So healing can mean that you're in the process of that, or that you are about to embark upon healing. If you are currently feeling that you need to be healed. But all of these, the best things, joy. In terms of signs, the Sun card is connected to Leo. The Empress card can be connected to Taurus. Libra too, but Taurus. So we have these two fixed signs, and you may be attracted to both of these signs. Maybe there's someone, who is a Taurus and somebody who is a Leo, and it's like, which one will you choose? And you might take your chance on the Leo. But in any case, it's, to me, what I see it as is that there's something waiting for you that is very grand, that is, this joy and happiness. It's like kind of like a key to a door. You have to find that key to unlock that door, and it's all there waiting for you. But you also have to be willing to do things differently in certain cases. So if you just are doing the same old and getting those same results, then sometimes you have to change your course of action. Okay, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I primarily do astrological readings. I do the tarot privately as well. If you like that, I'm promoting my double astrological readings called my deep dive readings, perfect for Scorpios. An hour of natal chart analysis, an hour of transits for the upcoming 12 months, perfect for Scorpio people. And I just decided I'm going to give an extra $11 off the already heavily discounted price of my deep dive readings. I haven't, well, I guess I will put it on my, underneath my video. I will have a link to that. It's just for people who are Scorpio, Sun, or Rising, or buying it for somebody who's Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. So just to make that clear. But you can find out more information about my readings in general at the link below too. I'll have 2 different links. Have a great month. Take care. Bye.